Hi class, it's Sierra Montgomery, and I am here to talk about eating healthy and living a stress-free life. This is something that I can attest to. This year in January of this year, I had my gallbladder removed, and it has been a journey. I'm still on a journey, and I just wanted to inform you guys on some things and things I've dealt with, things I've been through, things that I have gained knowledge in. And number one thing is to recognize your stressors. Recognize the things that trigger you. Recognize the situations that trigger you. And be mindful of your body. Be mindful of your body. I had no clue. I knew I was getting sick. I knew I was, not being able to hold food down. I knew things were going on, but I was not sure exactly what it was. So another thing is make sure to keep your doctor's appointments. Do not let those go by. Do not let doctor's appointments go by. Keep a check on your body. Keep a check on things that's going on in your body because you need to know. You have to know. Another thing is, develop accountability with people. When you're trying to eat right, when you're trying to be on the right track, when you're trying to do what you need to do, you definitely need the right people in your life. And before this, I was an athlete. Before this, I was a very active person. I played sports my entire life. And I got married, I had kids, and you know how that could be sometimes. Things change, your priorities change, you go through a lot, your body goes through a lot, mostly for the women. Not saying that men are excluded, I know you all go through it with us also, but you go through a lot. And I became stressed, and when I became stressed, I was a stress eater. Definitely junk food. That was my number one go-to was junk food. I really wasn't a healthy eater like I should be. And so that accountability would definitely keep you on track. Because eating healthy and living a balanced life and trying your best daily to be stress-free is very important. I didn't know how important it was until, like I said, I went through this. And this is the number one thing my doctor told me before my surgery. Stress, eating right. And I was a big caffeine person. I drank coffee like all the time, like at the start of my day. Not knocking coffee, but I changed that, and now I only do decaf. And I do almond milk. I also eat a lot of vegan options. I also try my best to exercise to get things in. Sometimes you can be so busy in life that you don't get it in. And another thing is to fast. I would make sure I would fast from certain foods, especially sweets. Right now, I don't do a lot of like juices, and I don't do sodas, and I don't do all that. Water has been my best friend, so I encourage you to drink as much water as possible. Also, when get back to the fasting, I did a raw diet the entire month, a month before my actual surgery, because I wanted to be prepared for the surgery. I didn't want anything in my body, because what we don't realize is that when you don't give your intestines a rest, you don't give your stomach a rest, you don't give your gallbladder a rest. And I didn't realize what this little bitty thing does. It does more than what I thought, and mine wasn't functioning properly. So that's why I couldn't hold food down, and I was getting sick a lot, especially with greasy and fried foods, and some spicy. It just depends. And so now a lot of my oils are mostly like grapeseed oil, olive oil. I don't do like high fat anything, and I know some of you might know about gallbladder. You don't do a lot of high fat. So as far as I tried the keto diet, couldn't do the keto diet. I don't know if I can do it now, but because it's high fat, low carb. And it was just a journey that I had, and it's still a journey with certain diets and certain fads that people, do, that I'm informed about. I have to be mindful of that now due to not having a gallbladder. I know some people say you could, some people say you can't, but when you go through that pain of being sick like that, you don't want to go back. And so making sure that you maintain that healthy diet, like snacking. Snacking was the number one thing that I done. I never really just sat down and ate a meal because I had such a busy life. Such a busy life, and I never really sat down to eat. So it's always fast food or what I can find, or the chips and the cookies and the something you can grab really quick. You don't have to take time to cook it. And so now I meal prep as much as I can. I don't eat out a lot. I try my best to limit on fast food, and when I do go out for fast food, I make sure it's more of a healthy option. Right now I can say that I don't eat a lot of red meat. Well, I really don't eat red meat at all unless I don't know it's in there, and it's amazing because now that I'm eating healthy, I can actually tell when something doesn't agree with my body. So that's another thing. You're able to be mindful of what works for you, what do not work for you, and you're able to really just figure it out, on your own with the help of your doctors. So, if you get a nutritionist or if you get anyone that, is very knowledgeable in the area of eating healthy, because sometimes you can eat healthy and it don't really work for you, because I know I tried things and they don't really work for me. I don't really like them, or they just don't agree with my body, or because some people say as long as it's healthy, you should eat it, but you want to have fun and you want to eat food that you like too. And another thing is, getting the recipes and get things that you really desire. And when you also the accountability that you have with other people helps you to stay in that area. And keep those healthy snacks around you. Don't go to the grocery store and just binge on all the junk food. I know we have kids. I have junk food cravings too, but I also introduce my family into better options, into things that they like. I might just find an alternative or something like that. Also, just make sure you drink the water. Make sure you drink water. That's the number one thing I had an issue with. I had an issue with drinking water. I hated water, guys. You have no idea. I'll be honest. I hated water with a passion. And so now, if I do, I add the little to-go packs, the sugarless to-go packs now if I drink water. I eat a lot of vegan options. I eat a lot of fruits and veggies now. I eat a lot of fruits and veggies. I found a lot of ways to make things. I have an air fryer now. I use that a lot in a lot of my cooking because, I don't really like to fry food. And it makes it easier for me and to prepare meals for my family. Just knowing your body, guys, and don't neglect it. Don't neglect it. Whatever's going on in your life that's stressing you out, just give it to God. I had to learn this, in a way that I never experienced it. Just give it to God. Give whatever it is, because you can't control it. And I was a person that was perfectionist. I was a person that always had to be in control. I was someone that always had to, just make sure everything was okay. But I'm learning to just let the will of God just happen in your life. Please let the will of God just happen in your life. And I know some things we can't control, and I know some things we can. But the things that you cannot control, just give it to God. I didn't realize that I was in such a stressful state in my life until my body started reacting to it. And it started telling me, okay, Sierra, we got to do better. And I didn't know that, it affected my gallbladder. I didn't really think that stress could do, you know what I mean? You don't think about your gallbladder. A lot of people don't think about that organ, being affected by what you eat and how stressed you are. But the amazing thing is my doctor told me that, you can't just really control it. Sometimes things just happen. But I found that the American diet is one of the worst diets that we can eat. I found that out through studying myself because I was very knowledgeable, trying to get knowledgeable before my surgery. I want to know what it looked like. I want to know what was going on. I didn't have the kind where they cut me. I had the laparoscopic one, so I didn't have to get cut and it was outpatient. So it was tough. It was really, really tough because you have 4 incisions in your core, and so it's tough recovery because you have to have a lot of help and people have to help you do things. But I'm hoping that this is helping you guys. I'm hoping that this is giving you an insight to some of just a little bit of my journey of going through having gallbladder removal surgery and dealing with the issues of it, and understanding that my body is very important, that my life is very, very, very valuable, and my health is very important to help me live a long life. And for a second I wasn't so sure. So be mindful of what you put in your body. Be mindful of your stressors. Don't let life get you down. Keep going, keep pushing. Eat healthy, exercise, get accountability, recognize the stressors, do what you need to do. Listen to your physicians, go to your physicians, get knowledgeable, read about taking care of your body, because we only get one life to live. So I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.